Good evening, good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned in to your blurred friends. And we have a friend with us today. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is a special presentation. Let go. As I said before, everybody, we currently have our good old homeboy who you may or may not have seen if you have been paying any attention to Marvel's newest show out on the Disney Plus app, which is Daredevil Born Again Season 2. That's right, again, Craig. We back in Hell's Kitchen. And yes, my dog, Jeremy Isaiah Earl, Ecclesiastics, Joshua, Judges, Deuteronomy, Psalms, Proverbs, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Ruth, Isaiah just playing, is back to talk about his experience as the one and only Officer Cole North, who does work in tandem with Mr. Kingpin himself, the Wilson Fisk of it all. So without further ado, guys, I want y'all to help me welcome for the not first time, not even the second, but our old homeboy. It is Mr. Jeremy Isaiah Earl in the hit out. What's going on, fam?
What's up, man? I always in my mind it's like I'm gonna hear like an applause going because you do it so well.
You are, yeah, man. You're doing so well. You do have an applause going for you. So thank you for joining us. And it's not just me and Jeremy, of course. We got the click on staff. I got the one and only Bad Ty in the head house. We got the one and only Yazzie in the head house. We even got the homie Keita in the house, also known as Lady Mandalore. And let's go ahead and get right on into it. We are in the presence of royalty, so one to expect, because my man is literally in the MCU deep. And so I would like to kick this off by saying welcome back. First and foremost, homeboy. Hey, he did it.
Hey, man, y'all family, man. Y'all family now.
You back, so you fix your own drinks around here, sir. Ain't nobody, you ain't finna, hey, gotta get something to drink? Yeah, go get something to drink. Yeah,
right, exactly.
But let me start it off where, man, because we're gonna go around the horn, and I just want to get a sense. We ain't pulling no punches either now, man, because now we going straight up. Barbara, what's the lady name? Barbara Walters. Yeah, we going straight up into the y'all, man. So I want to know, how long have you known that you were going to be coming back? And tell me about that experience. Because last we saw you when we left you in season 1, you was getting your whole ass beat.
Yeah.
Every superhero in Hell's Kitchen. You was stapled to the wall. You got blued up, and it was a bit crazy. And some of us were just campaigning to get you back on set. So when did you get the news? How did it happen? What was the reveal? Like, talk to us, man. Give us the experience.
I mean, it was funny. I was in New York doing, it was the premiere, right, when they do the little premiere event. Mm-hmm. And Dario, the showrunner, comes up to me and he's like, we're just I'm talking to Chip Zdarsky, you know, of all people at the time, which created my character because it was just a cool situation. And Dario comes up to me, he's like, hey, did your people get in contact with you yet? And I was like, no. He was like, oh, they will. And he's like, floats away, right? And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And a week later, man, a call came in like, hey, you know, we want, you know, just a couple episodes, you know, want him to come in if he's okay with that. And yeah, and the rest, we just, you know, he just kept writing me in there. So I kept being in there. It was great.
Yo, that's cool. So this was like before you really like wrapped from season 1, or like
no, this is after, this is like a year later. So you're thinking we wrapped, well, not a year later, but we wrapped in like July or whatever. So this is like in, when was that premiere? It's like at the end of February sometime, because like I think the episode was coming out May 1st or whatever. It was then, like right before we aired.
Oh wow!
Season, you know, episode 1, season 1. And I was like, oh. So and then again, man, it was a situation where I thought I was going to come in and just do a couple, and you know, and stand for, you know, for a good little run on it. So I mean, it was fun. I loved it.
Nice. All right, our good homie Yazzie has a question, if I'm not mistaken. What's going on, Yazzie?
Hey, welcome back.
What up, Joe?
All right, so obviously you have some prosthetics this season that you didn't have in the first season, and I'm not gonna lie, they did your boy well. Okay, like it looked seamless. So tell us about the process, because we always hear from actors and actresses about the process of prosthetics and how it is daunting. Sometimes it can be like PTSD. So tell us about it. Like, how did you feel? Were there any moments that, like, you hated? Any moments you liked? Did you like take some selfies? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely my first time um on a consecutive basis, like doing it, right? You know what I
right?
mean? The first time went into I'm one of those actors that I like when people mess with my face, right? You know what I mean? I just sits there. It's cool to me. But so I just so for me to say it wasn't like some, and I get it, it's not like people that gotta go 8 hours. I think that was about an hour,
Okay.
when we started, and then towards like mid-season or whatever, that got it down to like 45 minutes. I mean, look,
Wow.
Lisa Kim Bridge, HMU makeup department, they were insane.
Amazing.
They're wonderful. They're amazing. The work they do is just crazy, and how fast and quick they just apply it. It was, and then man, when it's on, I feel it, but then after a while, I don't even feel it anymore because it's just pliable with my face. I don't feel like there's one time I
It's
almost went
part of
to,
you.
yeah, I almost went home and I didn't realize, and it was like, yo, your face. I was like, oh damn, let me get this off my
I
face.
was just about to ask, did you walk around like that and not even know? Because I would have just been like, fuck it, let's Scarface this. Let's do like 10
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, just go full method, right? Just go full.
Yeah.
No, it was great, man. It was. I mean, they wanted a little bit more. I remember, like some of the writers or the directors was like they wanted some eye stuff as well. But it was, it's one thing to go through that. It's another thing to have like a fake eye put in every day. But I was
Mm,
excited for however they did it, because they had to, they had to make it make sense. There was an
yes.
explosion around this guy. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So it was fun. I loved it. It was great.
It's pretty cool.
Kira.
Hey, good morning. Hi.
Hey.
I would love to know if you were able to read, well, two things, I guess. I'm going to cheat. If you were able to read any of the Chip Zdarsky run for Daredevil, and what do you think of something, I don't know, called the Red Fist? I don't know if you're familiar with that run at all.
He's smiling.
I know of it. I know of it. Yeah, man. I read Chip Zdarsky, years ago, before I even knew, because it wasn't. I was a comic. I read comics all the time, but I just read comics for the comics, and it wasn't until later where I started kind of getting into the author of comics and like the structure of comics. So it was funny because, of course, after I already knew who Cole North was because I remembered the comic, but then to get to have met Chip and then run legitimately, like run out to a comic store who actually this is the last one they had of the Daredevil issue where Cole North was first in, and they had one, right? And I had one in Brooklyn. I get it, go back and Chip get it, he signs it. So it was like, that part it was really cool. It was really
That's cool.
cool.
That's cool. I love how you evaded that question. That was so sweet. Thank you.
It was masterful. It's a difficult thing sometimes to think appropriately. But the homie Bad Ty, what's going on, man? You got questions for Officer Cole North?
Absolutely, yo, Jeremy. First of all, I have to apologize for not making the last interview, but and also I have to apologize because I was the only one that killed you last season. I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. I argued with this entire panel. That man blew up in a house. There's no way he's alive, and somehow, some way, you made it. So, congratulations on that, first and foremost. And secondly, kudos to you for them doing prosthetics, but making sure they did not touch those green eyes. They was like, look, hey, we gonna put this on, but hey, man, we ain't gonna touch them eyes, man. We you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you again for that. But man, listen, this season has been a ride. It's been phenomenal. We've seen a lot of things go on. We have a bulletproof man. We also have a bomb-proof man, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know when you signed up for this and you came on last season, and realized at the end of the season that, hey, I may or may not come back, and then you get that news that you're coming back. Like, I want to talk about a little bit about the excitement or just the relief that maybe came to you when you found out, hey, oh, y'all like me that much? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like talk about that a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's funny you say that. Like my manager always says, like, you book Jeremy for one episode, he'll figure out a way to make it like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like I knew going in that Cole's fate, right? I just didn't know how it was going to come about, but I knew going in that was supposed to happen. So it was already, I was already geared up for it, whatever, and then when it happened, I was like, man, that's kind of a cool way to go out. That's, and then for for the call to come and for me to come back, that's when I it was more so like, whoo, check coming, you know what I mean? It was like I got another job coming, yes, of course they love me, thank you, but it was like, oh, I got a job, because right now in this industry as it is, jobs are very scarce. So I was just happy to be like, oh, okay, cool, we got a couple more episodes, and then 2 episodes turn into what, 7 out of 8, so that's not bad.
Yeah,
man.
That's pretty awesome, man. All right, well, enough chit chat. Let me get to the real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we out here playing around. So last we chatted, my friend, we discussed how your process kind of is, right? Like when you act, when you get done with the scene, you like to kind of, hey, I gave you what you want, right? No, we good. All right. So now that you've established that, you got that rapport with this cast. So when you show back up, I mean, even though everybody knows the names on the chairs and whatnot, is it kind of a reunion? Kind of like, is Vincent like, hey, that's my dog Jeremy right there? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's it like when you walk back on set and reunite with the cast that you did such great work with in that first season, homeboy?
It's funny because you always got cast members that you don't have any scenes with, so like in season 1, for the most part, I was in mostly Kingpin scenes, and it wasn't until later where it was Charlie and John. But it's always great because they it's just like coming back to work. So everybody's like, oh man, what's up? But it was I will say that a lot of cast was like, wait, what are you doing? Like Charlie used to be like, yeah, this guy can survive anything, clearly. So I was like, not too many people can say that they, took shots at Frank Castle and lived to tell the tale, man, for real. So I was happy about that. But yeah, man, they were also looking like, whoa, that's amazing that you're back, but how did you survive that? And I'm like, well, this.
Well, that leads into a follow-up, if I may, Jazz. 1 second, one quick follow-up. So what was given to you as the recourse for your survival? I mean, did they go into detail, or did they allow you to kind of create your own fiction as to what it is that transpired after you got your whole ass beat by Daredevil and by the Punisher all at once, mind you? Just want to make sure we remind you of that, just in case you forgot that you got your ass. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty rough. It was a rough time in Cole North's life. I will say that.
It was very memorable. But it was, so yeah, what
right? It was a thing where, like, in the writing, it kind of implies, as he said, like, he's trying to get back into the task force. He's trying to do these things. It's more of a, it's cool because they do allow you kind of some freedom to develop the story, because they know that the story doesn't come directly from the comic. You know what I mean? They kind of have their own life.
Right.
So I'm asked by directors as well as writers, like, yo, how does this feel? And as we make choices, but normally, it's that same thing of, he still feels that he was in the right for what he did, because but he doesn't understand the lie of it all. And so for him, it's like some get back. He lost that. He lost that battle. The war's not over. Just that battle was lost, and he's just a little scarred. So he wants to just get back in. But then as he gets back in, he just starts to kind of like, he sees it a little differently. He views it a little differently, and that's what we're trying to, hopefully, that we did a good job telling throughout this arc of the season. That aspect of his character. It's just like it's like he starts off with revenge, and that revenge turns into redemption. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I felt about it.
Oh, it does?
Oh yeah, I heard that too. Yes.
Or so they say.
No,
Right.
no, no.
All right.
There's so much stuff online as they has, you know what I mean, where you can decide where you want to pick it.
It's the little things, you know. You just gotta listen.
Go ahead, Yazzie.
All right, sorry, you know I love you, Jeremy. I'm just
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so obviously you got to you know, go a little toe to toe with one of our favorite, Frank Castle. If you had to choose any of the you know, vigilantes, you know, inside of the world of Daredevil, who would be someone you would want to go against? Would it be Jessica Jones? Would it be Frank Castle? Would you want to have like an official one-on-one? Well, I mean, Daredevil did kick your ass, so we already know that one didn't work out for you.
You know,
Anybody else?
Don't let him forget.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. I mean, I would say honestly, I mean, you know, with no guns, just straight scrapping it out. You know what I mean? I think Cole North and Frank Castle would be a good battle. You know what I mean? Both these guys are tactically trained, and we're taking away, it's just fisticuffs. You know what I mean? I think that would be a pretty righteous battle right there. That'd be something like what's that old movie called with the Roddy Piper and Keith David, that long fight scene in that movie.
He went back with Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
That one.
It was like they put the glasses on, they can see them when they're aliens, but when they take it off, they can't. They're humans. Oh my God, what is the name of that movie?
We gonna research that, and we gonna have
research that, because you just like blew all of our minds.
Yeah, man, go and see that fight scene, man, between Roddy Piper and Keith David of all people.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm here for North versus. Ooh, I don't know.
I was gonna say it's smart that you didn't choose Luke Cage, because I mean it would have been
that'd be just ridiculous.
Worse than the Daredevil fight, I think.
Yeah, next one. We went out already. You'd already been through enough. What's going on, Kira?
Hey, I'm desperately trying to think of something that you will be able to answer. I apologize in advance because I'm probably not going to be able to. I'm very comic book centric. Do you have any dreams of where else Cole North might show up? Doesn't have to be necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, anything street level, you know, anything street level is great. I mean, me and Chip was kind of tossing around the idea of seeing if we could, like, just have a path where we can kind of play with the character a little bit in the comic books. And the verdict's still out. We'll see what we come up with. But yeah, I think anything street level, I think he can kind of weave his way into, especially if we're talking New York. You know what I mean? I'm open to all. I just want to know what Marvel's doing next, because they don't tell us nothing.
No, I'm thinking about it. I would love to see like a
come on with it.
Obviously a detective type of series, but something where you are like, oh my God, what is the guy's name that was in Ant-Man? Not Raul. What is his name? Oh, Luis. I would love for you to be that detective on the ground that's following all of these pieces and ends up connecting all of the street level vigilantes and villains, so that we can have like a nice little pick me up or something along the way, like little pieces of candy, if you will.
Hey, hopefully Brad and Kevin and Luke can hear you. You know what I mean? Because that would be great. I always thought it would be cool, like that there was a life. But I play the character, so of course, right? Actors, we always think our characters can be, you know what I mean? but Cole North is actually pretty dynamic dude, man. So like in my mind, I was like, yo, he is that street level detective Marvel series if they ever so inclined wanted one. You know what I mean? Well, now I have to be different because of what was going on. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but with the anti-vigilante task force and all. So but still, I'm open to everything, man. Everything is street level. I think he can be implemented in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I have ideas in case anybody ever, wants to ask me something.
I mean, think about it. He's the only like non-superhero that like arrested Spider-Man and Daredevil. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, come on, it's a no-brainer to me.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
he
could be some
does.
Stan Lee type stuff. You could be like the new Stan Lee popping in, you know what I'm
Just-
saying? Crazy crime stuff. You know what I
Nah,
mean? Like,
I don't want to see my dog as a
that would
bus
be hilarious.
driver.
You're telling me if Cole was just like standing somewhere like these fucking vigilantes. Really fucking funny. That would be hilarious.
But I don't know. I want him more integrated, but I guess we'll take him any way they'll give him to him, cool. But if they give him one line, we protest it. We're gonna be like, no, where's the rest of the script? You know what I'm saying? So just want to make sure they know that's the case. Bad time, what's happening, homeboy?
Yeah, Jeremy, the way you played Cole this season and last season, I mean, it's been a great character and you know, really fun to watch. Man. We got the big reveal last season in the season finale. We found out that you were the man behind the gun, right? Yeah. I wonder because you know we live in a society where people have a hard time separating reality from fiction sometimes, and I wonder if you received any like hate mail, any nah, seriously, because it happens. I just wonder if you know, because the community, you know, sometimes they see stuff and they think it's real, and then you know they like you when you play a character so well, you get that hate.
No,
you know, Joffrey.
You absolutely right. Like, you know, it's funny, man. I posted this one thing and me and Hamish, he's the guy that plays Powell. Mm-hmm. And the hate mail wasn't like, it was like, you guys suck, but right under that would be like, and that's how you know you're doing a good job. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, we hate you because you guys are great actors. You know what I mean? So it's that, so it's great. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I only got one person so far. And I had to comment laughter because I just think it's hilarious. He puts on there, is it me or does the actor that play Cold North can't act? And you know what I mean? Wow. And I responded like, no, it ain't you, you know, and I just laugh because that stuff is funny to me. You can't think you're great to everybody. I just thought that was great. Mm-hmm. That was the only negative one, but all the rest of them, luckily, it's not, you know, it's always talking about character, you know what I mean? Always like, well, wow, man, I can't wait till Cole gets what's coming to him from the Punisher. Or that was one of them, or this, that, and the third. So, but I look at it as like, I'm in these conversations. You know, I'm in these conversations.
That's right. You can't be talked shit about if they don't know you exist. However, we do have a word for that, and it's called haters. And it's gonna be in every arena that you come into. So let's just go ahead and get used to it, because the bigger your name grows, which we already have it on the top of our fireplace next to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Everybody else, as they get to know you, they gonna hate. People hate it on X. People, you know what I'm saying? People hate it on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, bro. You out there, you do what it is. But you did bring up Officer Powell, which I'm glad you did, because I have a question about that, because there's a weird little bromance buddy thing going on with y'all in this season. Like, he seems to be talking a little bit more. You guys are working in cahoots a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about the relationship that you guys may have forged in addition to him. But then I have a follow-up for that as well. But I mean, look, let's just keep it real. Like, I'm seeing Lethal Weapon vibes here. You know what I'm saying? Like just talk to us about like what was going on behind the scenes when the camera was cut off. Like how y'all was acting with each other.
Yo, man, that's Hamish. That's my homie, man. That's like my ace. You know, he's a good solid dude. And it's so funny that you say that, Lethal Weapon, because we both joke around. It's like, you know what? After this, man, we should do the Last Boy Scout. you know what I mean? We should redo the Last Boy Scout.
Wait a minute.
Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it?
He's a great actor, man, and he's cool as shit, man. He knows what he does, you know, he knows what he's doing, and he's just a real person. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hamish is the homie. Yeah, he's a homie for real.
I have one follow-up, if y'all don't mind, if you'll indulge me. So being that you guys did function as the task force, okay, with you in tandem with Pal, did your area of expertise with your background in law enforcement, did it come to fruition even more or maybe even less, or how much did we play with in the development of this series? Because there was a lot of task force being thrown around there.
Yeah. A lot of times, you know, we had, you know, when I'm in it and I'm there, I can kind of say some stuff or, you know, point people in the right direction. But we got this one of these tech advisor guys, man. His name, I call him Jack Jack. You know, he is one of them. You know, he's one of them top tier operators. So he kind of keeps everybody whipped into shape, and they brought him around. So like when the task force are doing some of the movements and stuff like that, I know I can tell when Jack's behind it because I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to say nothing. That's good. That's his job, and he does great. And the stunt guys, they do great at just like making sure that the movements are authentic and the way they should be when they are, you know, doing tactical stuff.
Okay. All right. Glad to hear it because you know we still count on you for that.
Yeah. They always ask me. They always ask me stuff like, "Hey, would they just walk in right here? Or would they?" I'm like, "Oh no, we will kind of do this and this, and then you know, and then we'll make adjustments." But no, it's usually you know, it's they're pretty solid.
Yeah, lest y'all forget as we pass it to Yaz that this ain't just police, but he actually is Chicago police, which is so crazy. Like they casted Cole North in real life. Like that's still crazy. I'm sorry. I think that's remarkable. Anyway, Yazzie, what's going on, girl?
Okay, so obviously we found out that you I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off at the end of season 1, and I was looking at you side-eyed for a little while. I still love you, you know, you're still part of the crew, but I'm watching you in the shadows. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So being that we now know that obviously, you know, you killed White Tiger, and your feelings about, you know, working for Fisk have changed. Is it more towards like the corruption in Fisk and how he's a mayor, or is it more towards like seeing that vigilantes aren't as bad as they've made out to be?
Yeah, I think for Cole North, looking at it, he's kind of conflicted because he's seeing that it's like being in America right now when you realize that you're the Imperial Army. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like Cole North being like, you know, he's with the police department that's supposed to do this thing, yet what vigilantes are starting or what he's seeing them really fight for is stuff that, you know, he's in alignment with. But then now it's conflicted because it's like, no, but police supposed to be this thing. We are supposed to do this thing, you know. And I think the more he sees that kind of starts to crack with Powell's actions, he's like, yo, I don't think I signed on for all of this. You know, that's what, you know, like, if that answers your question.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Cause I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, is he my boy, or are we just?
Yeah, but you know, the verdict's still out because he's still, you know, you got to remember why he killed White Tiger. You know, he was told, and then just from a police standpoint, right? Like you're told that, you know, 2 officers are doing something they supposed to be doing, right? You know, whatever that is. And then somebody steps in who's supposedly the offender and kills one of the cops and then gets off scot-free for whatever reason. You know, and Cole North's mind, as terrible as it was, wow, a cop is dead now because of this vigilante asshole who was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. You know, so I think more of the thing is going to be what happens when Cole starts to realize that that's not the truth, what he was told. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so that, you know, that's I think it's like, you know, a bigger catalyst to it.
Well, I think we're definitely seeing, you know, the cracks in the truth that Cole is believing in, you know, being part of, you know, PAL's anti-vigilante task force. I mean, we definitely saw in the hearing when you were questioned about all of your actions and activities for the ATV, we could see the resistance in your character and how, you know, you wanted to, you know, say what you know, wanted to tell the truth, but at the same point you were conflicted because it was also going to it was going to tie you up, and you about to screw yourself. So
man.
So definitely interesting to see where this final season, the season finale ends off.
Yo, thanks for like for real though, like you know, tracking that. That's pretty dope. You know what I mean? I be trying to act and shit, you know.
I actually like I've been going to school to be an actor, and like today I had my first like official like audition. So like I
snap.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at us.
That's
Look at us
dope.
now.
That's
What?
dope.
I know. So yeah. So I notice things because I'm going through the process. So I see it. You know what I'm saying? So how
Yeah.
I see you. I see you.
Thank you.
How would
Thank
that
you.
work?
Thank you.
Look at Jazz doing detective actor work. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, did you see the way his lip twitched a little bit when he was on the stand? Oh, that means he's innocent. You know, like, okay, I see you. What's going on, Lady Mandalore? What's your question for Mr. North?
I wanted to know how much this quote resonates for you, or how much you built your character around this. It's a Cole North quote. It says, "I'm not a vigilante. I know there are days when I wish I could be, but I'm just not. I may be disillusioned with the law, but I need it. I need those guideposts."
Yeah.
Is how I guess how do you
It drives him. It drives Cole North because the vigilante thing, that's his like line. Cop shit is usually is a gray, is like, you know, a gray area, whatever. But the fact of like law and order is the line. It's the last. So for him, think about it as like, or at least when for me, it's like Cole North needs the law because without the law, it's total chaos, and there cannot be any form of it that's not just, because then that will throw this whole, you know, his whole marker for justice or his North Star off. You know what I mean? And the vigilantes in his mind, they compromise that because they're not the ones sworn and blah 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 to do this job, so they don't do the same checks and balances as the, you know, as police. Therefore they the very existence of them is wrong in his mind at the beginning, because he's so much for law enforcement and he understands the need for the rule of law in his, you know, in his mind.
I'm very excited to see what happens in this finale for him, because I feel like that's also coming for him from the other side
Yeah,
of him working
yeah,
on.
yeah. Because I mean, imagine like you're taught this one thing, or your belief is this one thing, and it's a pretty terrible thing, right? And it drives you to do a terrible thing. But then you start to realize that, like, man, maybe we're doing more terrible things, like rounding up people, and you know what I mean? And like when he's like, wait, you want me to shoot at the, you know, like it's this, it's just so many emotions that he's going through. You know what I mean? Because in one turn, it's like vigilantes is supposed to be this, you know, bad thing, and at the same time, it's like, but I'm working with this force that are doing the bad things.
Mm.
So
It's like
now, you know, what do you do? Yeah,
it's like you're still a vigilante. I mean, based on the task force alone, they're also vigilantes.
exactly, because they're operating outside of the law.
Right. It's very, very delicious part, sir. Very delicious.
Man, I love that little segment y'all just gave. That was a great quote to bring up, Kira. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Bad time. What's going on, man?
I'm just sitting back at, you know, listening, and it sounds like to me, Jeremy, what you were describing is blind loyalty, and and ultimately what I saw in the episode, that it actually, when I saw you start to really question, is when he killed the other cop, when your partner killed the other cop.
Yeah, because that was one of us.
Yep.
That was the moment. Yeah, that was the moment that I saw that turn start to really happen. And when you saw him kill the young bull, you was
Sawyer. Yeah.
He was like, hold up, what do we, you know, that's when I started seeing you question it. But also, you've been playing the bad guy so well. Do you feel like that might box you in to future, like, opportunities as bad as villain, like playing the villain? And if so, would you like to have the opportunity to play the bad guy in a different role, or even maybe in future, Daredevil season?
I mean, look, I'm just happy to get a job. I don't give a. I'm the villain, the hero, the magical Negro on the left. What? I got rent kids. Like, what?
A check is a check.
Right, man. Quit playing. Look at it like this. There's always a villain to play. You know, so if you get typecast doing villainy work, you can still work because there's always a villain. But you know, I think that's the funny thing about this particular role is, like, the more you guys watch and see what happens, he's not it's like he's playing a villain, but he's a concerned villain, I guess. You know what I mean, about his own villainy.
Right.
So it's one of those things where like, well, you see how you feel at the end, because maybe Cold North has already played a good guy. You just don't know it yet.
Ooh, that was saw what he did. Yeah, you saw it. Okay, go ahead. Follow up quickly.
I'm paying attention.
I just wanted to say the name of the movie was They Live.
They Live. That's what it was. Yes,
They
sir.
Live.
Yes, sir.
This man brought up Roddy Piper.
Yeah, he did.
So he did.
Like movies was my thing, bro.
Remember Hulk Hogan slammed the Andre the Giant? It was a 1987. I remember I was with my dad. We was walking down the street, and picked up a newspaper. It was like Andre the Giant slammed by Hulk Hogan. What the world?
I actually saw that though, because it was a big deal. It was
you saw he's a wrestling guy. Well, we just opened up a whole new podcast.
WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania.
That's why we became a
I remember that. My cousins was crazy into it. They was crazy into WWF, WWE, and I remember the Hardy Boys, man, all of them, man. Like,
oh my god.
Who was your guy? Who was your guy, Jeremy?
Oh man, I love the Ultimate Warrior was my dude, man. But I love Bret Michaels. But the Ultimate Warrior was just him. The Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage was the best characters ever, man. Because when they got together, it was just pandemonium. Like,
yo, it was Macho Man, excuse me, not Macho King, but what's his name?
Warrior. Ultimate
No. Rick Flair.
Yeah.
He's doing all these commercials now. He's doing like insurance commercials or something.
I tell you, man, because you know why? The checks still need to come.
Checks need
to come, man. I tell you.
So one of our members got to go get one real quick, so we're gonna go ahead and give her another question so she can go ahead and get on up out of here. Yazzie, if I'm mistaken, you have one final question before you get on up out of here. Oh,
yeah, it's nothing crazy, I just a little tidbit. All right, Jeremy. So on my way out, I just want to check in and see now that we are officially part of Marvel,
say it.
Where do you think this is going to go?
Ooh.
I want to say it's gonna go. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going, and we're gonna, do more. But only time will tell. Only time will tell what the minds of Marvel think and how and what makes sense to them. Think about even with Daredevil. Daredevil was down for 10 years and then just came back.
It was, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where like I'm lucky to have been in it this long, and I don't know what to expect down the pipe, but I just know the people at Marvel have been amazing and treated me well, and like it's been the best experience I've had working so far.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear because, it's, media always conflicts when we actually hear from the actual actors and actresses about, for the different studios. So that's actually like really nice to actually hear that, like you've been treated well. And you're excited to see what's happening in the future with Marvel and Disney. So that's reassuring, I'm sure, for the fan back home.
Yeah, man. And they're great, and they're great. And if I think if there's room for something, because I did get a cool note, from upstairs. They was like, "Hey, man, you did a great." They gave me an attaboy, which is great. So when that's coming from upstairs. So like
they watching you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, this Cold North, there might be something to this dude, right? So
I'm over here like treated him well. They burnt his face off. they had him on all the way like this for like 3 hours. Remember he had like this. I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you, Marvel.
No, I mean, that's a funny thing. It's like they did all that, and which is great. And then I was able to come back, and like the fans took to me. And I will say, like, I guess Marvel also listened to the fans, because that was from my understanding, like a good piece of why they're like, hey, let's bring this character back. We can, there's time to do him some justice or whatever. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, it's been fun for me, and I dig it, and I just, go as long as it can. I want to start doing Comic-Cons and all that cool stuff again. I got to do that kind of stuff.
Come through.
When you say want to before you go, yes, what would stop you? Like, why wouldn't you? What would I mean? Right now, you have the clout. I see, and this is in all respect to all actors. I respect actors and whatnot, but I see folks who have done literally one-line cameos have lines waiting for them at Comic Cons. You have 2 series under your belt and a prominent character that is deeply steeped within comic book lore. What would stop you from? What would stop you? Oh, that's trying to take my time.
Look, I'm a person that I only know Comic Cons from being a person that just go, but I don't know. I just don't know the world as far as like, is there managers involved? Is there like who? I just don't know that world like that.
Oh my God!
Let me.
Manager should be able.
I'm gonna put you on.
Talk to your manager. They should be able to get you in contact with the people who run it, and then everything should be on from there. Like
it's so easy. It's so easy. Getting the scheduling together is one thing, but to get the yes is pretty goddamn
con, any con.
Yo, did we just?
I got so many cons right
a veritable list.
Did we just become a part of the Jeremy Isaiah Earl management group? I feel like that's what just happened.
I told y'all family, man. Y'all keep me out there.
I'm gonna take 2%.
2%, that's it. 2%. All right. I got you.
Don't you got an audition to get to it?
Good luck. Break a leg on your audition. Do well. Be yourself.
All right. Bye, Yaz. Appreciate you. It's always
a awesome to see you. Be good, y'all.
Yeah, all right. Here, Yazzie. I'm gonna go ahead and exit Yazzie out. But what she said is true. Like, you need, I don't want to say need, but oh my gosh. I feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Kira, because me and you, I think we both congoers. I know Ty can, drag them to 1 or 2 every now and then, but me and Kira like are con goers, and folks we see waiting in line for people, and you're like, who is that again? Oh yeah, that's right. They were in that one scene in the movie like 18 years ago. You're literally like fresh off of MCU new, like 2.0 with Daredevil. There is literally no reason why. Now, other than the fact that your character a bit of, they showed him a little bit of an asshole, but so what? Like, people understand who actors are. You know what I'm saying? They get it. I mean, they know. So what? I might have killed one of your favorite people's dad. I don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just a person who was trying to act. So I would love to get into that. That's not even a question for that. My question actually relies a little bit, and then we'll start wrapping up, man, because I know your time is valuable. But one of the cool things about you being brought back to this cast is that you get to share the screen, as you did even in the first season, with such phenomenal actors. And I have questions about some of the experiences you may have had with some of them. One of them, especially being who you described last season as royalty in Russia or something like that. But I'm speaking about Ayelet. If you know Ayelet, she was essentially like holding down Kingpin. And she was, as you described her when we last talked, like where she's from, she's that girl, she's that lady, she's that woman, she's that actor, she's a perennial the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm curious about the mood around set on the day that she was called.
I was there. I was there when we shot the whole getting hit in the head scene. Like, I was there that day.
Oh no! Uh-oh, Marvel tapped in. They're like, oh, there you are. Okay, he's still there. Is he?
Okay, is he?
Nah.
Oh,
I think
the passport
for a second. We'll get him back.
Hey, if you can hear me, Jeremy, go ahead, log out and log back in. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to sit and chill and wait for you to get back. We're going to leave this black box open. Black Lives Matter, everybody, just in case you didn't know. But yeah. Hopefully he comes back and we're able to get the answer out of him for that. But yeah, I am honestly shocketh and appalleth that he seems to find it difficult to enter the world of Comic Cons. Like, he's a California resident. All right, they film in New York. Like, it can't be that hard.
That's
two.
That's two major.
That's two cons right there. Like, those are two of the biggest cons. And that's a check too. Like, that's a nice check.
I don't think he's saying that it's hard. He's saying that he's never. He never. Like, he's saying he's a fan of Comic Cons, but he's never been involved with one. So I don't think he's saying it's too hard. He's just saying he's never looked at it from that aspect. But okay,
we got him back. Let's bring him back in. Let's bring him back in. Sorry, man. Appreciate you.
No, man, that was my mom would be calling me, and then it interrupted everything, and I'm just like, God, Mom. She just has a way. She just has a way.
Make time for Mom.
Shout out to Mom too.
Right,
you wearing clean underwear, Archie. You don't know. You never know what's going to happen out there, Jeremy Isaiah Earl. Highly stopped. But yeah, you were
Unfortunately,
saying about your experience on the day that they wrapped.
Oh yeah,
Vanessa.
man. It was great. I mean, it was sad to see her go, and I mean, she was still, had more work to do. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, but she's a working actress. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was crazy story wise, right? Just to be like, oh man, Kingpin without Vanessa. You know,
Right.
like that was one thing. But yeah, man, to see her go like anybody else, like when they get off on the show. It's always a great goodbye, but from her is a little different because she's been since the Netflix series,
Yeah.
But she took it like a champ because we're all actors, and now she's on that what's that House of David, and she's great on that show.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
love that show.
Yeah,
Love that
yeah,
show,
she's
Jeremy.
killing it. She's
Oh my
killing it on
God.
there, man. She's killing it.
Well, speaking of killing it and characters that are oft, I mean, she's not the only one. You even got the chance to share the screen with Michael Gandolfini, the son
Yeah,
of
man. Yeah,
Gandolfini.
man. Danny's
We're
great.
talking about the Sopranos
Yeah.
coming to meet the MCU. I mean, did you have any experiences with this young man? I mean, I would assume that somebody that young and that with that type of background could benefit from sharing the scenes or
Yeah, I
from
mean,
speaking to you in your experience.
no, Michael, man, he the homie too. You know what I mean? He just he
Yeah.
he gets it. Like he just gets it. Like when I'm watching him act, I was talking to one of the producers about it, where it was just like, it's he has these mannerisms like his dad,
God.
and it fits the character. And when I tell you, man, he's so kind. He's so
Okay.
kind. You know what I'm saying? And it was, I texted him on the night last week, and when I saw his character, and I was just like, you took like a champ, man. You had me crying over there. You know what I mean? But because he was one of the ones that was like, man, I wish you would have stuck around, but it made for great TV. You know what I mean? Like like between him and Buck, Danny and Buck was always, a collision
Ooh.
course possibly, but it's that, but that's what's great because when people are dead, they're not always dead. You never know.
Yo, thank you. Thank
I was
you.
about to say.
Thank you,
I was
Jeremy.
literally about to
Thank
say.
you. Thank
I
you.
was.
I was blown up. I mean,
There's
I'm
a
still
few
around.
question marks over some people's graves, in my opinion.
Yes.
So
I'm just saying,
there's one major question mark that I'm waiting to see what happens at the end of this particular season because I need to know how that gets wrapped up. But shit, I'm gonna be quiet because
let me put the cap on the final little part of my question because it was a little bit of a three-parter in one, but we got
Okay.
Vanessa and we got Michael was
Danny,
his
yeah.
name is Daniel in the show, but you also work with this I would say I would damn near call him a phenom, which by the way I do think is kind of cool that this woman who we heralded as the queen in her country acted, and you outlasted her on the show.
Hey, shut up! Hey! Now you ain't about to fuck right over here.
You survived the ass whooping by two vigilantes. You survived having your hand cut halfway off, and you being blown up by nigga like you made it, bro. Like they cannot kill you. Like we is here, like for real. Like we literally
I'm
made it.
unkillable. I'm
I got a little
unkillable.
excited. Sorry, I'll look it
Right.
up.
2 days later, after the finale, you like, damn, you saw how they did Cole? Damn. No, I'm playing. I'm just
we was crazy. But in addition,
playing with Marvel, boy.
they
put that stop payment on that check real quick. Stop
Hey,
payment.
Go with the alternate ending.
So you outlasted Vanessa. We've outlasted Danny, but Bullseye is still around here, dog, and he is a phenomenal addition to this cast, in my opinion, because he brings a different grit. He brings a different level. He adds to your mystique when there's like a vigilante vibe, but he's not really a good guy. He's not really a bad guy. He's got some sort of code, but it's not like. What's your thoughts on the character? But more importantly, like, what's the interaction like on set? If you all even had scenes together, or if you might have even been there that day.
I mean, I've been there with days that he's work. I've hung out with Wilson outside of work and everything. He's a cool dude, and but he's so humble, man, and so chill. You know what I mean? He just everybody there so far that I've seen just loves to come and do the work, and they vibe with the crew, and we all just get it done. And he's hilarious. People don't understand how hilarious he is. Like, he's a funny dude. He's a funny dude for real, but he takes his acting serious. You know what I mean? He takes his acting serious, but he's also just this chill dude, man. I dig
He's
him.
hilarious. What is he done? Does he tell jokes? What is he?
No,
funny?
he'll tell a joke or two, but it's, I just some people you got like just like, oh, that's just a homie. He's just hilarious. I don't understand why he could do anything, and I get to laugh and like, yo, you know what I mean? Like,
I got you. Okay. All right, we running down to the last couple questions, my man, and we'll get you on up out of here. My homegirl Kira, what's happening, homie?
Hey, man. I just want to know, what else can you tell us? If you're going to be in anything outside of the Marvel universe, is there something that you would like to see yourself in outside of the Marvel universe? As far as that,
yeah, I mean anything, whatever got the whatever's. No,
you're not gonna give me nothing. You're not gonna tell nothing. You're not messing up the check, not at all.
There are some things, you know what I'm saying? We all hope, like, I would love in the alternate universe to play Cable. You know what I mean? That would be like one of my greatest things. Get a little jacked, keep my gray beard, and I would love to play Cable in something. But it's we're also in the point where we just try to make the work and make it and try to get the job. So like I'm just auditioning now. I'm working on some stuff that I can't tell you about.
Okay.
But it's all cool stuff.
I'm glad you're getting a check. That's all I care about. I just want to make sure people know that they're still going to be able to find you out here in this television.
Yeah, man. You'll still see my mug somewhere. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is with this industry, man. You got to just take the good with the bad and understand that, people will be like, oh, Hollywood's dead and this and that. And it's like, yeah, but it's like anything else, man. I hate to say it, I'm Black. I'm used to things changing around me that I have no control of. You know what I mean? Then it's just like, all right, we gotta just kind of audible and see what's what, So now it's like, it's funny. It's like the work might be getting a little scarce, but now also, the scrutiny of going into like who's a good actor and who's not kind of started coming to play a little bit more too, And so it's just the industry's kind of contracting after the big expansion when you had like 800 episodes of television floating around, you know what I mean? And now we're all contracting back, and see where that's going to end up. So we're talking MCU stuff. Yeah, I love to play Cable. I love to have my own show as Cold North. That would be amazing. Outside of that, I mean, there's projects that I've wrote because I'm a writer as well, and I would love to be able to get off the ground and do something. But I'm just looking for kind of my brand is like, I like military based action shooters. You know what I mean? I look at myself as an action hero, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to go in there and be like cha cha cha,
And if it don't work out of the MCU, he could always play Coco Beware or Junkyard Dog. One of the wrestlers from our time. He come in, you know what I'm saying? Come on in and
Hacksaw Jim Duggan with the stupid ass 2x4.
That's it, man.
Oh, that's the clip. All right, what's up, Bad Ty? We down to our last question or two.
Listen, man, I'm gonna try not to make this mistake again because like I said, I killed you in season 1, man. So I feel like it's maybe premature for us to think that my boy Daniel is dead. I mean, we heard a gunshot. We know that Buck and him was kind of tight, but you know what I'm saying, I don't know, man. I didn't see the funeral partitions and everything yet. I gotta look. We've been doing this. We do this every week, man, with this show, man. Every week I said Vanessa wasn't dead, then they killed Vanessa. I killed you, you wasn't dead. Like Vince is over here killing Daniel. Is he dead? Is he not dead?
He shot him in the head.
Look, no, you heard a gunshot. You heard a gunshot, and it's in the dark. It's in the dark. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I love it.
Until I see the body.
I mean, he did. You are onto something, because I mean, we can literally say the same thing about Jeremy. He's literally sitting on season 2. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they blew him up. They blew up the dog. He was chained to the wall. They blew him all the way up. And they just brought him back, put on a little prosthetic, was like, hey, man, get your ass out there and act your ass off.
Exactly.
I've got a conspiracy theory that Danny is Kingpin's illegitimate kid. That's my working theory in my head.
Whoa.
No, bro, he looks way too much like that man. He be doing, look at that. Look.
Yeah, okay.
Look at he. Oh, anyway, but no, don't look at the man in the corner. Don't pay attention to that. I'm just saying. I think there's a way. That's one of the question marks that I have. That's not the biggest one, but that's one of the question marks over the grave. That I have. I would love for that to be.
That would be so very interesting. Yeah,
it would it.
Yeah,
Don't
man,
you
that'd
think?
be cool.
Let's see.
But from what I
see
understand,
you heard the man say he texted him, and you took it like a champ. I mean, come on, you don't get no more dead than that, bro.
Hey, man, listen. Like I said, I made the mistake. My man was to this day. I'm still trying to figure out how we sitting here talking to Jeremy. He was handcuffed. The man was handcuffed and blew up, man. Like that. But anyway, that you know what I'm saying.
Is that your question?
Nah, that's not a that's a statement. But more importantly, man, because when I heard you just say that you're a writer, I can't just skip past that. I'm interested in when you say you're a writer and that you're working on something right now and that you're doing the military aspect. You want to go to military aspect. Let's talk about some movies that have already been done that are military that maybe you could or would like to see yourself, reprise. Maybe any of your favorites that
Tears of the Sun.
We need a black Rambo.
Oh.
Tears of the Sun.
Wow.
Bruce Willis movie. Great movie.
Wow.
Great movie.
Yo,
Take place in Africa.
Oh my God.
That is heavy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Can you? I know you police, but can you do martial arts?
I can fight, dude.
Okay. I'm just saying. Hey, we gonna square up.
You already said he'll beat up Frank Castle.
He did say he'd beat up Frank Castle.
No guns.
Hey, what? See?
No guns.
Man, he got it. He's cooking.
Y'all about to start some shit.
He could be a Michael the sequel. I don't know where that would go. All right, let me stop right now before that gets crazy.
Hey man,
all right, man.
You got the Punisher thing coming up, so you never know who you'll see.
Oh shit, that's right. 8 days.
Did you?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm making it
Yeah,
sound like
yeah,
I'm
I'm not saying. I'm just excited.
All right, I got a little heavier question, and then I think we'll go ahead and wrap,
Yeah.
And then we'll get you up out of here, man. We sincerely appreciate the time, Officer Cole North, obviously Jeremy Isaiah Earl. We kid with him, we call him a bunch of Bible names, but very, very cool cat and even better actor, so to speak. And I ain't gonna lie, like we can't wait to see what, in addition to this Marvel role, he's able to jump on the screen for. But I am curious because you did mention something really important, especially to our group. You are a black male, all right, in an acting role. And in this particular role, you do play a police officer, one that you have been in real life. I am curious with regard to the parallels that you may have in terms of your thoughts, because in the comic book, and Kira, I might rely on you a little bit for this, if I'm not mistaken, Cole North does have some conflict with the way the system treats young individuals, and he does question that, and that's one of the things that he has issues, like you've already mentioned, with the vigilantes. How close to home does some of this hit for you, like with regard to the way that he wants to protect his black community? And what is it that you think that within this script kind of speaks to that? Because we do see those glimpses in which you're kind of looking like, I mean, the acting, chef's kiss, is giving us the glimpses of like when you're like, nah, I'm not really cool with that, but we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Like there'll be times where Kingpin will be going a little ham, and you be like, is that what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like specifically, I think like it was like this right here. Like you was like, hold on, what's going on? Like there's been glimpses. So like it's hard to blur the lines of fiction and nonfiction sometimes. Does that make it easier for you to portray this role? And like I said, like what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I try to play the role like it's me, right? Because Cole North is very close to just where I'm from. You know what I mean? As far as like being a cop, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. So like when so like for instance, at least for my own thing, right? When I have scenes with Nikki, we're never. I try not to be adversarial in any way for the most part towards her in the acting world, and that because I understand her positioning and what she's doing, and I'm having doubts about what I'm doing in this particular situation. and therefore, like, so like this, the episode where I'm walking her through the, you know, to see the swordsman or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there are those moments where I play it like that because I use her to help kind of define like what I'm not cool with, you know what I mean, by that, and the fact that like she's also a black woman and things like that. I refuse to be as crass with her as, let's say, Powell is, but that's Powell's character. That's what he's supposed to do. Where I'm just like, look, man, just look. I know we up in here on some bullshit. Just let us do what we got to do. You know what I mean? Like it's like that.
Yeah.
Which
That's
a lot
good.
of times, as a black cop, especially when you police in like black area and certain things, where it's like, look, I get it. You feel like it's bullshit, but this is a part of the job that we have to do. Fill in the blank, and it's like I know it's kind of sucks, but there's no way around this situation, you know. So you get like that where you just be like, you know, yeah, this is a hard one, but you know, you just kind of do it. So I remember those times in those moments when because it was very little like minor adjustments that I was trying to do to kind of, you know, paint a picture that was there in my head.
Yeah. Well, on that note, man, we'll start getting out of here. I do want to say this. Why do I have this vision in my head that the rap party for Daredevil is broken up into groups? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you know, you got someone over there. Yes, well, this. I'm just happy to be a part. And then you got the other ones over here, like, hey, where them fans? And you know, you got a little where them fans, and you got a trail ride corner. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a deep low key. There's some really really phenomenal acting. But we got it because we are a black nerd. Man. We're a black nerd podcast, so we got to big up our black nerd, the black folks that was on this cast. They all killed it. Like my man, I hate the fact that I don't have the Cherry. Yes, Cherry. Oh my God,
Cherry's dope. And talking to him offset, man, he has so much knowledge. You know what I mean? And he's been in the game for so long, and he has this way where he just be like, "Yo, this is what it is. This is this. That is that." Like he's smooth old man, man. He's a smooth old man for real. He the same way in person as he is on as playing chess.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, cool. Well, listen, all we can do is ask that you would just keep us in the loop. We are like legitimately a fan base that cannot be deterred. I don't care what they turn your character into. They better keep him alive, is all I know, because we going mark. We calling Al Sharpton, we calling Benjamin Crump. We gonna get everybody involved. You're gonna stop killing
our so damn crazy.
So make sure you let us know what's up now. I ain't gonna lie, last time you pulled up, you did leave us with a nice banger, and we turned it into a little thing. But I don't know if you want to, maybe you want a chance to redo it, because let me show you what we got on. Let me show you what we got on here for you. Just so you know. Here it goes.
One of the greatest podcasts, and you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.
All right. You might be like, hey, man, let's not use that.
I don't mind. I just realized that I always got a hat on, but I swear I'm not bald. And like, you know.
We see you on the show. We know you're not bald.
My hair down or nothing. Like,
it's all good, man. You see that?
So like, this nigga never always got a hat on.
Hey, Jeremy. Hey, LL made himself famous.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
His name is Jeremy, so he could be LL Cool J, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole thing going on there. But yeah, it was wondering, man, if you want to give us one more drop, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the New Blurred Order with us real quick, you know what I'm saying? Since it's you officially family, or are you tired of it? You like, all right, man.
No, I do it. No, it's all good.
All right, my man. Whenever you ready, we'll go ahead and give you the floor. I can keep this up if you want, because last time you called us New Blurred Order.
I know. I was about to say, why you erase that, dog? Like, I need the teleprompter up in this piece.
I'm gonna keep it up here. Here's the teleprompter. All right, let me put it back up. It's only going up in 10 seconds. So let me put this up and let me take off the timer. All right, there you go. Bam. There it is, my man.
All right, man. You're watching the New Blur Order, man. These are my family, my peoples, and they come with all the goodies. All the goodies.
Hey, we got the goodies, y'all. That's all we need. Hey, yo. Once again, man, we sincerely appreciate you, Jeremy, man. We gonna clip this up. We'll post a couple, man, and hopefully we not only are able to keep you around for season 3, But maybe we'll even see you cross over into the Luke Cages and sound like that. Maybe
You never know, man. You know, I mean, season 3 has been fun shooting it and doing our thing, and like, oh shit.
Wait,
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna hold you. You didn't know because we had season 1 back over on the Netflix side of things, and then 2 was last season for me, and then 3 is this season. Saved it. It's you know what? I don't know when is this air? Is this air right now? Are we live right now?
No.
Okay, so look.
This is recorded.
Look, yeah, I'm in season. You know, I always tell you because I'm like, fuck, these motherfuckers got my ass. I'm up there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn it. No. I'm in season 3. Like you guys can I mean, we can say that, like, especially if this doesn't air till after Tuesday, because it's like when you see the finale Tuesday, you can possibly, because I know y'all saw that damn shit that fucking Mike Coulter posted, right? The Luke Cage thing.
Yeah.
I live in New York. I saw him walking in the West Village. I knew there was already going to be something. I already knew. He was chilling. I'm like, hey, yo, why are you here? Why are you here? You're not here for nothing else, boo. I love you. Go ahead.
What's up, bro? Because
Wait. We gotta wrap this and let him talk later. Wrap this and don't.
Okay. Let's get this done. All right, listen. Thank you once again, Mr. Jeremy. Oh my God. Okay, we gotta have a talk. So y'all talk about yourself. But thank you so much, Mr. Jeremy Isaiah Earl, who was wearing a hat again, who also is a big fan of the WrestleManias, and we may see him pull up as Ron Brown and his brother. One of these Johnny Jones. You understand? You're gonna be in the Legion of Doom. Next time we pull up, he ain't gonna be in a cop outfit. He gonna be in spandex in between the rings. And we're gonna go ahead and have a good time. But now, Mr. Officer Cornell, we sincerely appreciate you, homeboy. You're always very gracious with us, very gracious with your time, and gracious with what it is that you tell us. So we sincerely appreciate you, homeboy. And for everybody else out there, as we always say, be your authentic self. Because if you ain't being yourself, guess what? You being fake. And if you a geek, go ahead, let that good old geek flag fly. Who's this?
This is one of the greatest podcasts, and you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.